Okay, hang on 2 shakes while we get everything going here. It is just about quarter till 10 Eastern Time, and this is Weather Overtime from downtown Chattanooga. Welcome to everybody who may stop by and take a look around. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Anna, keeping you updated with what's going on in the area. Coming up, we'll take a look toward Armed Forces Day. We also have a new hurricane forecast to tell you about, even though we haven't started officially hurricane season in the Atlantic just yet. It is less than 2 weeks away, so we're getting close to that time frame where we really have to pay attention to what's going on out there. We'll take a look around the world where the troops are as we approach the Armed Forces Day this Saturday, and it is National Military Appreciation Month. So again, a big thank you to everybody who chooses to wear the uniform of our country out there. We do have, again, a few scattered showers and thunderstorms, but they have dwindled around our area, and then a lot of what's going on is well off toward the coast and down into around Alabama, Mississippi, and southwestern Georgia. So we're not seeing too much of anything else left over from this at this time. So definitely, again, some fairly quiet conditions. A little closer to home, again, a few scattered showers down south of the viewing area in Alabama, and a few sprinkles of rain showers back up around portions of the northern viewing area, right back around I-40 toward Crossville. That's about where the heaviest activity was, but also some light scattered showers giving up, and not going to be too much more than that as we get into around early tomorrow morning. Maybe the possibility is going to be, again, of some scattered light showers taking place toward tomorrow afternoon. We'll show you that in the forecast coming up here in just a little bit, so stay tuned for more on that. Let's take a look at our West Shore home weather window picture of the day. This one from a little farther south, from somebody who's usually a little farther north, B.A. Joes from Wisconsin. Thank you for a very nice view of Gulf Shores, assuming that is sunset out there. A very nice picture, and that's our West Shore home weather window picture of the day for Thursday. If you've got weather pictures out there, please show us, give it to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, or also send it along to us at pictures@wdef.com. You don't have to use your name. That's fine if you want to stay anonymous, but give us a location and what you were looking at the time there. Let's take a look at the Almanac page real quick, and again, much of what we've been seeing for today has been spotty areas of rain showers here and there, but nothing at the airport. So we are now almost an inch behind for the month, and about an inch and a half just over that for the year. So we could definitely use some more help where the rainfall is considered. Nowhere close to our record high of 96, last set back in 1962, and 78 degrees our high temperature. Very close to normal on the numbers for today, so not doing too bad out there for right now where it comes to the temperatures. Again, getting close to these numbers, not my favorite thing in the world as we approach summertime. Hey, and if summer's your jam, great, wonderful. If you love the hot and humid conditions out there, that's fine. I'm more of a spring, fall type person myself, maybe with a little bit of severe weather thrown in there, but again, that's just me. Taking a look out toward Island Cove, we got a lot more clouds moving on through, drifting through the area, and we have seen, again, some fairly good conditions out there for fog and rainfall. Game just getting over with. The lookouts downtown tonight and looking very nice. Again, more cloud cover overhead. The clouds really spread over the area very quickly. If you'd like to see a time lapse of that, take a look at my social media pages and you'll see what it looked like from the News 12 studios earlier today. From CHI Memorial Stadium, traffic moving along pretty well. This was jammed up about 4 or 5 hours ago. So for right now, things moving along quite nicely at this time. It's a little bit more on the muggy side with humidity higher because those southerly winds are bringing those areas of humidity up from the Gulf of Mexico, and the temperature is pretty mild. It's going to be going a little bit lower tonight. We'll show you the forecast on that coming up in just a little bit. Our temperatures not doing too bad for right now. For hurricane season, there's little, if anything, going on. We bring this up again because, number one, we are starting hurricane season in about roughly 10 days, give or take, and now is the time to get ready for that. It's not, again, directly affecting us here for right now, but we can get remnant storms forming and causing heavy rain, gusty winds, severe weather, stuff like that. So now's the time to get ready for the season and know what's coming our direction. Secondly, the National Hurricane Center has extended their forecast, and this is really cool in its own way. Used to be the 2 to 5 day forecast. They've now added 2 more days to that forecast, so going from 2 to 7 days. That really gives us a little bit more lead time, and it means that the forecast ability of the computer models, the scientists working with the mathematicians, and the algorithms can really extend outwards our look where it comes to what's going on in the atmosphere. So for right now, not doing too bad. We've already started hurricane season in the Pacific, so we'll see how well that works out, and depending on what happens with El Nino, that could be a major factor right now. We're not quite to El Nino territory just yet, but if it does, it could knock off hurricanes by just a little bit. It depends, again, heavily on what's going on. This is going to be some very kind of sticky territory to get into, because this is going to be the first season we've had with the oceans as warm as they are, thanks to climate change caused by humans, by the way, and then also seeing again El Nino warming things up over here, which will change a pattern direction downwind of all that on the other side of the continent. So this could be a very interesting hurricane season right now, and you can look this up on my social media pages. The current outlook is for a lesser than normal active hurricane season, but again, with El Nino in play and the water's already very warm out there as it is, too warm for comfort, causing all kinds of problems, that is where we may see the issue coming up later on as El Nino becomes the deciding factor. So keep it tuned to News 12, and we'll keep you updated on what that position is going to be. We did manage to kind of work our way out of the wildfire smoke that was coming our direction. All that wildfire smoke well back up to our north, and the really cool thing about this is that as the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico makes its way up this direction, there's the wildfire smoke way up to our north, hazy skies, and that little arc going northward is where the warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico is pushing the smoke back to the north, back toward the Great Lakes. So we stood a chance of some of that smoke getting down this direction. Some of it's still lingering over the mid-Mississippi Valley. You can see sort of the haze right there, but most of what we had is now basically gone and heading its way back to the north. So smoky skies again for now, not really going to be a bit of an issue at this point. So that's good news. But in the next several days, we could be looking at a repeat performance of some more smoke coming through, with that next cold front coming in by about Saturday. So that's where we could begin to see some more smoke out there. And as long as these fires are going and basically uncontained at this time, we're going to be seeing a lot more chances for smoke heading down our direction. So that is something to watch out for. It's not a health concern. It could give us some hazy skies, but for right now, it does not appear to be a threat because the smoke is still very much aloft. If it was down closer to the surface like it is up this direction, people with emphysema, lung ailments, asthma, all kinds of stuff like that might be seeing some worse problems out there. But for now, it looks like things are going to be decently okay where the health is concerned for right now. So again, hopefully it stays that way. Our latest storm system weakening, and it's going to be wandering its way off into the Atlantic over the course of the next day or two. As that clears the area, our chances of rain will go down with this kind of break in the middle coming through right about here. But then we have two storm systems on the way. First one will give us the chance of stronger weather Friday into early Saturday. The second one, coming through with drier, cooler air, will work its way through Saturday afternoon and evening, and that will give us the potential of some clearer skies and a nice latter half of the weekend. The first part of the weekend with this system arriving, that is where we could see the potential of maybe some stronger storms out there. Again, much of what we're seeing should be confined back to our west at this time. Threat for severe weather tonight is basically non-existent. We have the possibility of a few random thunderstorms taking place into overnight. For tomorrow, the threat will be mainly back to our west, with the potential going from around Little Rock all the way down into around central Texas. We will see more thunderstorms coming in Friday night late, coming in from the west and heading our direction toward about Saturday morning. And then there is the potential of some marginal threats of severe weather. Again, the scale up here with, again, severe weather outbreaks in this territory. Marginal threat is, again, the lowest you can possibly get of potential severe weather. It is possible. it's just not likely. So for here, for Saturday, just south of the viewing area, Atlanta, roughly close to the Carolinas, all the way back to the Delta, and parts of East Texas, that is where we may see the potential of some stronger weather. And again, that's going to be coming up as we go into and around Saturday or so. But we'll monitor that over the course of the next few days. Taking it into the next couple of days here, again, for what we're looking at into tomorrow morning, it could be a little bit on the brisk side. So by the time the kids hit the bus stop, we could see some upper 50s to around lower 60s or so. Tomorrow afternoon, mild temperatures in the high 70s to the lower 80s. And yes, there are some speckles of green on here, but when you have a calm, dry, not much going on atmosphere, the computer models that run this scenario start saying, oh, well, this is a small possibility. There's clouds, therefore there must be rainfall. Well, doesn't really work too well, again, for that situation. Now, toward the Appalachians, Tennessee, North Carolina, there might be some scattered showers as those winds push upwards and begin to expand and draw some more moisture in. So uplifted areas of showers might take place here. Maybe a speckle of rainfall down to our south and off to our west, but really we're just not seeing much more than that at this time. Now, by early Saturday morning, the line of storms comes in from the west, and that's where we see that potential of maybe some stronger weather taking place. Most of it should be down to our south, again, between Birmingham and Atlanta, but we could see some activity traipsing through here by about lunchtime, and then by the time we hit Saturday afternoon, whatever we have left will be breaking up and then moving out of the picture, so we shouldn't see much of anything left after that, and definitely not looking at anything going into Sunday. So that should help things out quite nicely at this time, and excuse me, not seeing a problem again for much of the area into next week with some minor problems. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast, and again, much of what we're going to be seeing, it will be very much on the mild side. Temperatures back in the high 70s to the lower 80s. Again, that's pretty close to where we should be for this time of the year. A little warmer toward the end of next week. Isolated chances of showers and thunderstorms toward about Monday into Tuesday. Saturday is going to be the big problem. For Armed Forces Day, that's where we see that potential of more widespread showers and quite possibly thunderstorms. So if you have plans for the outdoors, I know we've got celebrations for the end of school. I know we've got graduations going on. If there's anything going on outdoors this weekend, your best bet will be to do it on Sunday. Yes, it'll be a little bit warmer, but at least you won't be having this to deal with. So that could be, again, a bit of a situation there. So much of what we're seeing for the time being, again, for the heaviest activity, warm, just below normal, but still warm, and chances of showers and thunderstorms there. These isolated chances, again, popcorn thunderstorms, not a widespread threat, and so far, not seeing anything in the way of severe weather. So, again, hopefully that helps as well. Once again, we are coming up on Armed Forces Day. And again, a very big thank you to everybody and anybody who chooses to wear the uniform of our country. Thank you very much for that. My dad always made it a point, him being almost a quarter century of the Kansas Army National Guard, made it a point to go up and shake the hand of anybody in uniform to be able to see and say thank you very much for what you've done from one soldier to another. Now, everybody can't make their way home because there's a lot of stuff that needs to go on overseas for our soldiers, sailors, and support personnel. So we have this little program we like to call Weather Where the Troops Are. We take a look at various places around the world to show what goes on out there as compared to what's happening here, where you may be on the home front and your friends and loved ones may be thousands of miles away on the other side of the planet. So late Friday morning in Japan, temperatures, a little bit of a rainy side of things in Hiroshima, mid to upper 50s there. Tokyo, close to around the area of Yokota and Yokosuka Air Base and NAF Atsugi, back in the mid 70s, so a little bit warmer there. Again, back toward around the area close to Okinawa, Sasebo, looking at numbers back in the mid to upper 60s with some rain chances going on there. Opposite side of the planet, almost anyway. going way up into around the Arctic Ocean at Thule Air Base, at Patuxent Air Base. That's 28 degrees. Winds are calm now, but they were breezy earlier, so quite a wind chill way up on the northwest coast of Greenland, where it is now just midnight Friday. So it is, again, numerous places like this. We'll take a look at more locations as we go into Friday, so stay tuned for more weather where the troops are, and we'll keep you advised as to what's going on there. Again, for tomorrow, we'll be seeing, again, nothing in the way of thunderstorms. Partly cloudy on the mild side. Temperatures coming close to the upper 70s, but otherwise not doing too bad for right now. And, of course, we'll be seeing, again, some very mild conditions into the next several days. Got questions about anything on here? Got suggestions about anything? Please let me know. Send us an email. You can get me through wdef.com/weather. Be great to have you along. If there's something you'd like to see on here, please go ahead and send that in. Again, pretty quiet for tonight. Chip Chapman will have more in your forecast bright and early on Friday morning, so stay tuned for that. And meteorologist Todd Heislip will have more coming up bright and early on the evening side of things Saturday and Sunday night, so stay tuned for more there. And, of course, again, more weather always available at wdef.com/weather. Live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onek at News 12. Stay tuned for more with News 12 on air and online, and thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening.